Hello everyone, how's it going? Me again, of course, who else would it be? And we're back with more Metal Gear. Wait a minute. Inside the game, circle to confirm, but here it's X to confirm. There's an instruction manual. How do I... Huh. That's nice. Is that Meryl? Why would they have Meryl? Let's start. That's Raiden? Really? Looks like Meryl. Okay, it's Raiden. It does look like Meryl. You can't blame me. I mean, I'm terrible with faces, but that hairstyle looked more like Meryl than Raiden. I don't know if this is gonna be a review reel of the game or... Yeah, you missed the ending for Metal Gear Solid. I did tell you I beat the game. It was basically me failing repeatedly against the bosses until I managed to do it. It was mostly boss fights, but you missed. More stuff about genes. Okay, it's just a preview of the actual game. I've never played Snake Tales. Okay, X to confirm in this one. Whatever. Radar in Sons of Liberty does not appear during intrusion view. Will not appear at all. Appears even during intrusion view. What's intrusion view? Blood on, real-time cutscene, full screen, caption on, of course. See, even back then, some developers had the right idea to have captions on by default. Brightness adjustment. Does it still tell you to adjust adjust your screen? We're not gonna do any work inside our game. You do it. On view, normal. Reverse, normal is fine. Atom window, group. Linear, yeah, group. Currently and previously equipped weapon, no unequip. Well, we're going for no alerts, so there shouldn't really be... It shouldn't matter, I guess, for us. Yes, I'm gonna try and do no alerts, and I'm gonna fail repeatedly. Right, we're gonna do Tanker Plant, obviously, because it's the old game. Normal difficulty. It affects the setting even in no alert run? Okay, fine.
The Hudson River.
Although it
2
doesn't
years
really
ago.
matter.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport.
Doesn't really matter, the rating. Alright, I'm gonna go with type 2 then. I think type 2 is a default, right? Oh, my capture card breaks as soon as I exit or enter again. Let's disable it and enable again. It's really silly how you have to use a HDMI splitter for PS3. And thankfully my stomach is not doing backflips now. Felt like a mess since last night. Oh yeah, the ones that not necessarily first person. It was like a camera view, right? Yeah, type 2 is a default. Gonna go with type 2. Anchor plant, normal. Type 2. Not diabetes. Radar. Story is fictional. Any and all similarities to characters, groups, or other entities in life are coincidental, I think. That was the last word.
The Hudson River. 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport.
Metal
The
Gear.
whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
George Washington Bridge. Look at this car. Oh god, it looks so bad. It looks more PS1 than PS2, I'll have to say. The car itself. The rest is okay, but car. It barely had any textures. And then he starts running towards a cigarette, I think. If I recall correctly. It's been a while. Exercising in this weather. Such a silly idea. When did he get attached to a rope? Or is that not a rope? It looked like a rope for a second. It is a rope. Also, maybe I'll roll back my OBS to version 27. Currently it's at 29, but it's not using the GPU. Pikachu.
Oh boy, he's right on schedule.
Always playing with himself.
Soon enough.
Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Oh yeah, I agree. The upgrades here are pretty major.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
No, I hear you.
Clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with
Could
Naomi?
be. And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her
No
again about that
way.
new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work.
I understand.
You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
Zone of the Enders is a game I never beat. And hello, how are you?
The new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and
I never beat 1 or 2.
But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and
Not too
expose it
bad.
to the world. It would be best if you could get
Had a
out
stomach
there.
ache all day, but now it's better.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
It feels so weird for him to tell you that, like, if you're a member of this
Let's
group,
look at your gear.
no one will tell you, hey, remember your group, member of this group.
Converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
I didn't not finish it because of the difficulty. I just stopped for some reason.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get...
Marines, nice, upstanding, pick one.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh yeah, plenty of games I'll leave unfinished.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
And they didn't hear the chopper or see them coming.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
You just heard it?
Probably another. It's their game. Hijack.
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon. How many do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
I think it wasn't just the pictures, right? You get a code in the end to be involved in subsistence or something.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
It's like to make sure you know they're Russians. He had to take out the hat.
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
That face. How is that not a reaction
Looks
gif?
like the tanker's theirs now. K-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Or the bosses have extra moves in other difficulties?
You want to save, Snake?
There was an Easter egg if you keep calling him, right?
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
Never heard
What
it.
is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar.
There's a candy bar
Anyway,
called Three
it means that
Musketeers?
If you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Yeah, I'm sure you've never heard this.
Time to save? Oh, you're not gonna save.
You're probably too busy
Just let me know when you need to.
protesting.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second. Look, Snake, this frequency is for saving only. Remember? Oh, Snake, you want to save? Okay, see you, Snake.
Yeah, I think pictures of posters, pictures of...
Oh, you need to save? Just a second. Hang in there.
Somebody yesterday gifted 15 subs. That was how you became a sub. How do I... Okay. Buttons are completely different.
What you're wielding right now is a converted Beretta M92F, designed to fire tranquilizer rounds. A direct hit will knock the target unconscious. Think of those rounds as tiny syringes. The impact of the round causes the mixing of two chemicals in the shell. The resulting gas compresses a tiny piston and injects the tranquilizer in the bullet's tip into the target's skin. The tranquilizer's effects are felt at different times depending on where the bullet lands. A head or heart shot will take effect immediately, but a round that hits somewhere like feet or hands will take a while. Use the first-person view attack for maximum accuracy. The gun is fitted with a suppressor, so there's no need to worry about alerting the enemy with the noise. But since it is a tranquilizer gun, the M9 has its limitations. All it can do is knock the enemy unconscious. Keep that in mind. Snake, you need to get to the bridge on the top level of the infrastructure. First, find a door that leads into the tanker's interior and infiltrate the ship.
Okay, what about the... Not the camera, I wanted the cigarettes.
Snake, are you smoking? You really should quit. First of all, it turns you into an instant target in the dark. As for what it means to your health, I won't even go there. Remember what Naomi said about lung cancer rates? Everyone knows that it's a dangerous substance.
You mean Naomi, the one who injected me with a virus?
That all my life.
Well, you can screw up your own body if you like, but think about other people, okay?
This is the new kind that has almost no secondhand smoke. It won't bother anyone.
Oh, really? Didn't I see you toss the butt off the bridge? Littering, polluting.
Actually, it wasn't off the bridge, it was towards the road.
Long way to go, my friend.
And yeah, it was, I think, the posters and a few other things. Yeah, the Marine in his underwear as well. I was sure I could... I can't get up on this? Or triangle? Buttons being really different is
Snake,
something.
go through that door into the ship's interior.
That's what I was about to do until you called me.
Down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle.
Wouldn't be Metal Gear without button mashing. If I recall correctly, this one breaks in my hands. Yeah. I remember that. Zach, well, I'll put it back in. No one will notice. These games don't break the fourth wall. They don't even let the fourth wall be built.
Okay, there's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something, probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep family's fish.
This guy really understands proverbs. Ooh. They open to the, or they fall to the back. M9, nice. All right. How far do I... There we go.
Good.
Okay, is it good? Button. Not that locker. The controls. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
This reminds me of when we first met.
I was the one inside the locker that time. We're equal now, huh?
There's a
Not unless I
trophy
wet
for
my
it.
Pants.
That's a low blow, Snake. If you open the locker, you can use the door as a cover during an exchange of gunfire. But of course, this is a pretty flimsy door. There are limits to how many bullets it can withstand. Don't count on it too much, okay? You can also hide enemies you've knocked out in the locker. Just open the locker, then drag the body to the locker. You can also hide...
You're not gonna comment on me If I recall correctly, there was a... Yeah. I know that. I just wanted to see the... For me. Why are they aiming at my ass?
Snake, what's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Oh, we're gonna have to... I know I don't have to do all the things again, right? I don't think there's an Easter egg connected to seeing these things. Oh, we have to sit through these things after exiting. It doesn't take you immediately to the menu. This is gonna be painful. There is a way to... knock high up, right? Because if I remember correctly, knocking on her chest is a different effect from knocking on her crotch. There is a way to... Oh, you can blow it up and you don't have to dodge it? Fair enough. There is a way to... No. Yes. Yeah, the sound is different. Oh, the crew lounge. I think this one has a few enemies. Yep. think one of them has flies. I'm starting to remember the game a little bit.
Time to save? Another Chinese proverb. Those who look to the heavens prosper. Those who defy it are no more. Do you know this one? The meaning here is... hold on a sec. That you can only survive as long as you're a part of the natural order of things. You remember pre-ripped jeans? Manufacturers thought that just because people loved old, broken-in jeans, they would want to buy new jeans that looked old. So they purposefully...
What do jeans have to do with nature and order?
Denim should fray and rip on its own, naturally.
People still buy those,
Some
though.
designers tried
I
to
think.
go against that, and no one bought them.
Bullshit.
The earnings report from that fiscal year is enough of a proof.
Earnings?
Wait for him to come back. I think there was a poster here, yes. Nope.
Good.
There we go. He did say good. There is a soldier down here. He was already sleeping. Didn't really have to do that. Get USB first. I don't have a USB. Go from the other side. And yeah, I remember the rotted ration. It kind of it keeps flies. Yep. Let's do another save. I'm saving a lot because I don't want to reload a lot of things.
Time to save?
Also, I'm not really bothering with the log tags. I could, but eh.
Hey, Snake. What's hardest won, most easily lost? It's time. Get it? Amazing how relevant these Chinese proverbs still are. Once the moment's gone, it's gone. Except
Not
for a
in a
daylight
million
savings time,
years.
of course. That extra hour to do anything you like with every autumn. Gotta love it. Then again, you lose an hour every spring, so I guess the proverbs are right. Wow, they thought of everything.
Did they even have daylight savings back then?
Of course not. They knew how to save time. We're the ones that need to be tricked into it.
Yeah, but you said...
The
Otacon.
moment never returns, Snake. Let's not waste it on idle questions.
Okay.
Well, hold on. We lost the picture. We lost the other picture because we exited. Ugh, the saves don't carry. Oh, this is a Raven.
Raven?
Was taking a picture of this? Nope. I did shoot it right when you were saying it. Oh no, it's Resident Evil. Still need the USP.
See those lockers? That's a good place to hide.
Yep, you've told me that before.
If you open the locker, you can use the...
He's not gonna comment on this.
If you open the lock...
Alright.
Good.
Want me to shoot it again? Oh, there was a line I missed. I think my biggest problem is going to be with the pressure sensitive buttons. It does sound like something that is a thing, so you're probably right. And you can tell I usually snipe in video games. While skipping with the level 3 grip. All the speedrun strats. Here's a ration. He's up there. Hold on. Any way to... Nope. Apart from up here. Definitely not. And these soldiers are gonna wake up and it's gonna be my ass on the line. Can't see them. Oh, I can see that one. What are you looking at? What? Yeah, the M9 makes it easier to go without alerts in a lot of places. But I feel like the enemy AI in this one is better than the other games. Especially since they can call alerts, and if they don't report regularly, then nope. If they don't report regularly, they call an alert.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Nope. And I know I shouldn't go straight here, because I would die.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors.
But
Looks
Luke and
like
his
I'll have to
company.
find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But your M9's knockout rounds won't work. Find a gun somewhere.
The USB. Just steal one from the guards. Seriously. I know he can't steal any guard weapons, but...
Freeze!
No!
I could have gotten a dog tag out of him, but... Eh. I think they mention it with Raiden, but they don't mention it now. But yeah, this is where I was before. I need to take these stairs up.
Time to save? The Chinese have a saying.
All
Those
the
who are
Chinese
lost
have one
never
saying?
question a path, and a drowning man doubts not the shallows. And it means that you need to make use of other people's help. Otherwise, you could be in trouble. If you're lost, you don't even know whether a road you come across is a right one. And, well, what's the difference between shallow and deep if you've already drowned, right? Anyway, the point is that help is always a good thing to accept. So make good use of the codec.
Look, this stuff seems nothing like what Mei Ling used to talk about.
Hey, she couldn't do better herself.
Ugh.
This way or the other way? This is where I get a box, right? I think so. Yeah, we can't destroy them. Not with this gun. No, box is not here. Stairway to nothing. Chaff grenades, nice. Oh shit. For a second I thought he was gonna see me. This is where I'll find the box. I think top right. You know what? Let's save here.
Time to save?
Let's listen to more wisdom from Otacon. What's the con in this whole wisdom thing?
Okay, Snake. Stay out of trouble.
That's all. Come back. That guy should come back. I was positive he's gonna come back. He was walking around. Another one of those, I know.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method.
Cigarettes
There's
or...
a fire extinguisher over
Oh,
there.
that too.
Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
box. Right. Now one guy will come.
Snake, that's the pantry where they keep the food supplies.
Tea?
Lots of cardboard boxes. You could probably use one to blend in and avoid being discovered.
You're not gonna comment on the box?
Using the old cardboard box
There
trick,
you go.
huh? Looks good on you, Snake. Camouflage is the best way to slip past enemy surveillance. But cardboard is just paper when it comes down to it. It won't withstand any serious assault for long. Don't rely on the trick too many times either, and I recommend you keep it dry.
Yeah, I remember this guy showing up.
What's that? What's that?
They're just keeping the dead people here. Really? It's like they don't care about hygiene at all. Right. I don't know if this is... I can't tell if hugging the wall is going to be safe here or not. You want me to go under the table so I can stare at the crotches of dead people? That's kind of sick. USB. I don't have the USB. And this is where I meet Olga, I think.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Because we reloaded, we lost some of the pictures. Yeah, maybe I should downgrade to OBS 27 and that will probably overheat my laptop less and the sound will be better. Because I do hear the audio issues. It's mostly because my laptop is overheating. You know, I could also use my desktop for streaming, but I'd have to copy over the stream settings on OBS.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo.
Yeah, I
testing.
can import it.
It's
I'm just
basically
lazy.
combat-worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
The actual metal that makes a sound. She's on a ship, she's wearing striped stuff. She must be French.
Time to save? Okay, Snake. Stay out of trouble.
Don't tell me what to do. If a French person is saying don't insult Russians when compared to French people, and I don't know what to say. Oh wait, this is where I came from.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission.
What are you, a vampire?
That you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga.
It's interesting that they kept the body hair on her.
Carrying my grandchild. You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
It's not like they kept it, they added it. Because they have to actually model it. But, interesting.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly.
She's not actually holding the gun.
A woman. Show your face.
Woman.
You
On
men,
the ship.
you're all the same.
Who are you?
Olga Golukovich.
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing.
He's just into armpits. That's why he's told her to stop moving.
Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either. I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
All right. Come on, that should have hurt her leg.
Take this! Take this!
Ah, damn it. Finally.
Take this! Take this!
There we go. Yeah, I was trying to see the light, but the problem is I couldn't really aim at it properly. So remember, one bullet should take out an elephant. But you need a lot more bullets for Olga. I know taking a picture of Olga is another thing.
Cypher.
Audio.
Otacon. The ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I
They
know.
come from Russia.
Do.
That's the
We might be
origin.
the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
No,
First
Marine
the
Cipher
Marines,
Coffee.
Then the Russians? Now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Yeah, just casually breaking into the Pentagon system.
Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Right, let's save.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second. Acquaintances agree, friends argue. And that's a straightforward one. The
I
better
disagree.
friends you are, the more openly you can disagree with each other. So feel free to present a counterpoint if you don't agree with what I'm saying. Argue away.
Sure. All right.
Not a promising start. Okay, forget what I said. Just go along with my advice.
He just kissed picture. Animal control.
She's not dead, is she?
No, just knocked out.
Good.
Looks like a little angel, doesn't she?
What's gotten into you?
Nothing.
Sleeping Beauty may have been awakened by Prince Charming's kiss, but you better not try it here.
I'm with you. Besides, I've had enough of tomboys.
Hey, Snake, you found a handgun.
It's a decent one. USP.
That gun can take out the infrared sensors you just saw. The USP fires real bullets, not the knockout rounds the M9 uses. You know that, right?
I
The
just
USP
told you
is
that
not
earlier.
A suppressor either. If you fire it when there are enemies nearby, they'll probably hear it. Keep that in mind. Having the USP will make combat easier, but being undetected is still the best way to go, okay? Snake, Metal Gear is in the holds below the tanker's deck. Go down. That USP of yours should let you take out the infrared booby traps. There's no way into the holds except past those sensors. Take out the trap and head further down.
Did you climb any slower? Thermal goggles. Nice. Wet box. Time to put my solid snake inside a wet box.
Time to save?
Actually, is he gonna comment on the white box if I call him?
Do you know the saying, one forgets the hurt once the wound is healed? And that, of course, means, where'd I put that piece of paper?
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Forgetting the pain when the wound's healed means, that you have to get better fast. Yeah, that's it. So stock up on those rations and bandages.
Is that really all it means?
Hey, I'm the expert here.
This guy's a genius.
Snake, don't let the enemy spot you. Once you've been discovered by a sentry, he'll call in reinforcements and there will be an attack. Even you're no match for that level of organized assault. They have better weapons too, remember? We aren't terrorists, okay? Avoid unnecessary confrontations and go for total stealth, all right?
No comment on the wet box.
The Cypher's what it looks like. A flying surveillance saucer. It's an unmanned aerial vehicle used for ground and ocean surveillance, and it also assists in communication. It can take off and land vertically.
To me, or is the music louder than the
From its
speech?
rotors and the surrounding shroud to fly. The one you saw was the type used by the Army, if I recall. But I can't see the Army officially cooperating with a top-secret Marine Corps project.
No, which means that there's someone besides us and the Russians that are interested in the new Metal Gear prototype.
Cyphers can stay airborne for about 3 hours, so there should be an integrated mobile ground station controlling its flight pattern and output nearby. It's got to be on land. I'll bet you anything it's disguised as a regular truck or something, driving along Riverside. Let me check it out.
Good call.
Hello. Welcome to the channel. Let's try... I'm gonna try to... this guy to sleep. We don't really need to disengage this.
What's that?
It's nothing. Yep, Metal Gear Solid. We beat Metal Gear Solid 1 2 days ago. Well, we did Metal Gear 1 initially, Metal Gear 2, and then Metal Gear Solid, and now it's Metal Gear Solid 2. Not my first time playing it, but it's been so long and I don't remember most things. Big fan of the games. Where did I... It's that way, right here. That was an alert, was it? That wasn't an alert, right? We heard the sound, but... it didn't trigger. I don't think it was an alert. Otherwise I'll have to reload. Yeah, I played it about 20 years ago as well. Did I come from this side? I'm gonna believe it's not an alert. There is one way to find out though. Alright, once he's back. This way, and the guy should be down here. I mostly remember the first game, second one's less. Third one, probably the least. Okay, we don't have to hug the wall here. You mind? Thank you. Okay, that should be... no, it's not deactivated because there's more than one. There is another. No, this is the HD remaster on the PlayStation 3. So it looks far better than the PS2 one. Alright, it's up there. Okay. There we go. It was generously gifted by one of the viewers here. So I'm streaming the whole collection and some of the games that are not in the collection later on. Let's double check. I think also if I shoot the flower I should get... well, I would be able to see the infrared. Deck 2 port.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
Trying to remember if there was an Easter egg here, wasn't there, with the pipe? The issue is with the Easter eggs that put me into alert mode, I'm gonna have to restart.
Snake, have you heard this one? Evil
I'll
is
lose the
human nature,
photos.
and his entire being falseness. The concept of so-called original sin. The idea that you're born bad, so you can't help doing bad things.
Hold on. I thought the idea of original sin was that you had to work even harder at being good because you were born evil.
Well, yeah, that too. Very good, Snake.
Could also mean that it would be a waste not to do bad things because you've supposedly been forgiven for your sins. Okay, he's not carrying anything. We only have 22 bullets for this. Not a lot. Oh shoot. How did I not see this guy? Yeah, this one I think. I think there was an Easter egg with that pipe. Why is he shaking his head? Is he okay? USP 1 x 9.
Nothing to report.
Come on. He was already sleeping. I was just helping him move along. They're not giving me more M9s. Yeah, I didn't get all the Easter eggs, but oh well. I think there was a mandatory alert over here.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
Yeah, exactly. If you were born with it, then might as well keep doing it.
You know the story about Achilles in Paris? The moral here is, well, something about his heel. Anyway, even the great and virtually immortal hero Achilles was finally done in by Paris. Talk about a dangerous city. So don't get complacent. The mission can turn around and get you.
Wasn't Paris a person?
What?
Paris, I thought he was a...
Snake. There's a time and a place for conspiracy theories. Please, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Huh? Sorry?
Yeah, you can shake. You can also hold them up at gunpoint, I think, and that would and aim at their head or crotch, and I think they shake items, well, shake dog tags and items out of themselves. But this is going to be a fight, I'm sure. Now that I have a lot of M9s. Trying to do this without killing anyone. 3 soldiers.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already. All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the halls until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Give me some cookies.
Keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Why are they speaking English though?
Who goes there?
No. I don't have a lot of bullets.
Aim for the light.
Damn it. Is that everyone? Nope. They suddenly spawn more.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
I'm gonna have to reload. Trying to do no continues. I missed a few shots as well. I don't have a lot of M9s, but I think this is the final hurdle in terms of bullets. I'm terrible at shooting in any video game. Not to mention the analog sticks on the PS3 are a little weird. There is a lot of attention to detail in this game. Hold-ups, yeah, you can shoot the arm, or if you shoot the right arm, then they can't hold the gun. If you shoot the radio, then they can't call with it. And if I recall correctly, you can also shoot a leg, and they'll just be limping away afterwards. And can't tell. They'll try to call, they wouldn't be able to call, and a few other things. But I feel like the AI in this one is more unforgiving compared to the rest of the series. Rations full. Yeah, I didn't equip my rations either. I just need more M9s. We just need 1 bullet per person. We should be... We do 1 bullet per person, we're good. Damn it. That wasn't difficult, was it? But the Metal Gear Solid 3 ones don't always have to check for reports, right? That's one of these. If any soldier doesn't report in some time, they send people to investigate, right? And yeah, that one really wasn't all that bad. Also, we lost the photos because we reloaded.
Who goes there?
Yeah, I noticed the pipes when I was missing my shots.
Oh,
The first attempt.
why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Every scene with Ocelot is an Ocelot moment.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
I don't know to what extent they planned on using him in the series. Like looking at the first game, they did want to use him, but hold on a sec.
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember,
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking his role might be a bit of a
Use this camera to get photographic evidence.
thing he came he came up with along the way,
Take
but
pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
that's a little thing.
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Are you Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really.
Everything is complicated to
All you have
Snake.
to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech.
3 minutes, I think.
I'd say you have 7
Or
more
7 minutes.
Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
But yeah, the first game mentions Golukovich
Every
in the post-credit thing.
knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
You could tell, yeah, Ocelot was meant to be something big anyway.
Was to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear
But
derivatives.
what I remember, there was a rumor that this was meant to be the last Metal Gear, and then they made more.
Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that
Oh,
exist
wait a minute, these guys are not Russian.
in the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained.
Fair enough, Rain. All of them were released. It's the final entry.
Respond! Snake! Snake!
It's okay, I was probably preemptively saving an Iraqi child. Worth it. And I do plan on playing with the projector. With this attempt. Wait, did I save? I didn't. Fuck, I didn't save. Says me right. I didn't save. Three in a row. I don't know why they didn't do anything there.
Snake, are you in?
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here.
Oh, that was a stun? There was no animation.
At the moment, every
No, I'm pretty sure they didn't say that was Solid Snake. They said, wait. That's Bliskin.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
Oh, maybe I didn't notice the hand waving. don't notice a lot of things. The obvious things I don't notice.
Do you know the saying, those who walk 100 leagues think not that their journey is half ended until the 90th league? That means... what does it mean? Okay, it means that if you're planning to walk that far, you better damn well know how to do simple arithmetic. Study, stay in school.
This seems to be getting more and more random.
Correction. It's becoming more deep. Trust me.
It's becoming longer. Deep would be talking about depth.
Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development...
No, he understood the meaning perfectly.
...these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Only way to stop a bad guy with a gun.
The hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that
He's a good guy with a gun.
are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and
How do I interact with the...
array that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice.
Or the next room over.
In the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
Now I get more M9 bullets.
Some say
What?
that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the
Go down.
completion of Ray.
Thank you.
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development.
This one has a remote.
It cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war.
It was my greatest wish never to have her or her children. But you have to deal with it, I guess.
As a soldier, in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps.
Yeah, he does it automatically after some time.
Closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy.
Stop kidding around. Snake?
Kojima is certainly someone. We're spending too long in this section, but it's to be expected.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military.
Well, they had a choice between listening to this old man ramble on or watch two very tame videos.
Power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
I have to wait for a while to get a picture of Golukovich, right?
A major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature.
He shows up towards the end, right?
Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little.
Rest a little.
To move on, I have a daughter. And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out.
I think, yeah, if I wait a while,
It is the ultimate weapon.
Golukovich shows up
Yours to guard.
on the
Like you all to think about what that means.
screen.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the left! Intruder in the back! Intruder to the right! Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times. Getting back to the topic at hand. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up costing his influence in the political community.
I don't remember. No, maybe I don't have to wait.
The Metal Gear
different
Rex
thing.
development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capabilities. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity, as specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time.
and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind. The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology.
Yeah, I think it's through here.
NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence.
No.
The human race is about to slide back into
Why is he sliding?
that last century. We cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to defend us. Brain drain of nuclear specialists.
Forget about it.
Weapons grade plutonium has been fueling a cottage industry in nuclear weapons since late last century. Add Metal Gear to the mix, and the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over. Once lived in the shadow of the Doomsday Machine. This Metal Gear Ray can bring other Metal Gears under control.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it.
You never know.
I waited too long. I wasn't sure.
The Marines will be the guardians of this peace. This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned. You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
You get a different scene here.
Metal Gear.
The importance of next generation
Yeah, we're out of
technologies
time.
such as C4ISR and RMA in battle situation has been discussed time and again. Ray is the first to deploy its soul fully. Ray's completion, Marine Corps will lead the way for a new age of military tactics.
Nope.
I'm on a roll here. Let's go on a little bit longer. You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left. Down. Right.
Wasn't Ocelot meant to be here?
Front!
Good.
Oh, there he is.
Getting back to the topic at hand. The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th century, projected to completion in 2005. However, the NMD trial conducted in the year 2000 was a complete failure, and the success of the 1999 trials is now considered a chance happening. There was no technological solution in sight, and the program was already attracting strong criticism from Russia and China for its potential violation of the Anti-Ballistic Missile Agreement. The fact that any development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very beginning. President Sears forced the NMD proposal through and succeeded.
That guy just keeps going on and on about it. Voting MGX. I'm not reading all that. Damn it, Scott. Police not Scott. Another reference to the gym game. Sensibility programmed image telegraph engine. But yeah, we lost some of the photos we took earlier.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? Okay, first up.
Codec moments.
This is hilarious! This rules. But we can't use it. Get the shots we need. The next ones...
Marines lettering shows up really well. We got sexting as a trophy. Okay, the last one's coming up. That didn't count. Give me a minute. Yeah, I had a phone call. And yeah, that photo of Ocelot doesn't count.
Deploying the program. Some say that it was a military interest, with plans for the $100 billion program budget that actually arranged the legislative approval. We will proceed out of New York Harbor and conduct top-secret field testing of Ray. Shadow Moses has turned public opinion against weapons development. This training needs to stay covert.
He said left, right.
Not risk jeopardizing the program on the eve of its completion. The disguised oil tanker is a part of our cover. Ray is well worth all these precautions. Trust me. It is an undeniable fact that there is
Nope,
a
that
force at work
is not good
around
enough.
and within the military, seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests.
Not a good photo.
Metal Gear Ray bears the burden of confronting this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path.
This one works.
This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you tonight. Former President Sears did also act towards reducing the nuclear stockpile while nurturing the end.
We have to be greeted with a splash screen.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. The first one I'm seeing is... We only need one good shot of the lettering. The next
That's not the
image
lettering.
is...
Again, that's not the lettering. It's good. Shot from the right is in the bag. This is from the right. Front left in front. Okay, that's what we need.
MD concept. It was he who lowered Start 3's ceiling for tactical nuclear
This should be the easiest ones.
around to approving a revision to the ABM treaty. Everyone believed the world was headed for the end of the arms race when Shadow Moses happened. Even though the development of Metal Gear Rex is still outside the bounds of official truth, everyone in the international military community knows the facts. It's
Okay.
On view. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake's speech is about to wind up. Get the photos and get out of there now. Cutscene time. A lot of cutscenes, I think.
we, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Suddenly you look much better. Is it good with the graphics? Plastic surgery? Spaghetti cinema, really?
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
notice how there are Marines behind him as well, and they didn't see him sneaking up on him. He's a very lanky guy.
Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as
food truck.
Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Nule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, you! Have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War. Metal Gear only has room for one.
Yeah, he does spend a while monologuing about Russia and then this.
You and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
And look at me not being able to shoot through some cloth against Olga.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
No, this one was in the chest, so let me Amano wouldn't work. But don't worry, there's a good soundbite coming.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
their aim is worse than the ones in Star Wars.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Apparently in Japanese the voice doesn't change,
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake?
which makes more sense, story-wise.
You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
That wasn't as good as the guy falling on the things in the Titanic. That's more memorable. This is why you don't leave the key in the ignition. Give me a sec.
Allosaurus.
Sorry, I had to.
Proceeding as planned, sir.
Shit, audio's gone. Capture card messes up at times. I think it's just my laptop overheating. I need to set up my desktop as well.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene.
Yes.
I thought was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Yeah, we beat the game. I'm hoping that enemy alert we got wasn't actually a full alert. Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and determine its effects. Computers and atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up together. Information Age, People, Information and Technology Exhibition, National Museum of American History, Smithsonian Institute.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The Big Shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the Big Shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the Big Shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the Big Shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Now, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words,
What's up with the subtitles?
will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Toxic soup. Delicious.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
Why does it sound like he's reading?
On the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Do you have to ask about everything?
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
Looks more like a bug than a skull.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Heavy breathing. Or I could have just gone here, right? Yeah.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming.
Not just my feet.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower, left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Again, capture card. Thermal goggles. I remember there being an item in this thing. There's also over here, right? So we should take a break. It's been a while. Why so many cockroaches? I think we could go there, if I recall correctly. Nothing else? Wasn't there a shaver here? I remember there being a shaver over here. Anyway, let's take a quick break, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Maybe 3, maybe a little more. But I'm going to run some ads, but I won't be back until after the ads. So see you then. Okay, I'm back. And we were looking for the shaver, but doesn't seem like I can go there, so we're gonna leave it. What's up with the camera there?
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Anything else he wants to tell me? Why does it take ages for the
extreme north end? Take the
takes ages for the load calls to load, not the load to call. I don't have any weapon. Not even an M9. I wonder where that is. It is. I recognize it.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Raiden.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then
oh my god.
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Right. I think the terminal is... There it is. Okay, if they were asleep, they definitely just woke up. Right, code name. What is BS? Oh, backspace. Sounds like bullshit. I think you can... Kojima's thing? I remember that being an Easter egg. Birthday. Yep. Automatically entered. Where's the space? Just put a name. I could put a viewer's name, but I'd rather not. Privacy reasons. I think if you put today's date, yeah, you get the happy birthday thing. Yeah, keep Japan, whatever. Actually, how many countries do they have? Quite a lot. Yeah, let's go with that. What?
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
I wasn't writing though.
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Yeah, why would a woman be here?
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
Was that how you were raised?
Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what...
My name is Raiden.
April 30th.
Stop calling me Jack. Yee.
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Said it's Raiden. And they're gonna wake up. Oh shit.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Get real.
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter!
Stay on the lookout.
Made it.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Ah, my neck.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly.
It's very clever. You know what a hexagon is.
Shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
First, save your game.
What's up, Jack?
I said my name is Raiden. What's the point of coming up with a code name if you don't use it?
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
Again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay. I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
I remember that.
That area is caked with seagull droppings. You'll slip if you run over it. Be careful.
Hello, Thomas. How are you? How did the rest of the Wild Arms stream go? Because I couldn't stick around. Connection issues. Yeah, I like mishandling Raiden. What? It takes a while for these to load.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push the left stick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know what you mean about getting tired. I've had that happen a few times as well. Not much I can do about it. What?
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception.
Dude, we were just talking about how
People know
it's
about
daytime
your
now.
presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Strut A pump room. Audio jittering?
According to the SEAL Team 10's communications, the
I'm
president
not hearing
sighted
it.
on Strut B. Raiden, head for Strut B. It's to the northwest of Strut A, your current location. There's a door on the northwest end of this floor. You can get onto the connecting bridge between
There is audio crackling
through there.
because of my laptop.
Across the AB connecting bridge to Strut B. The node is on the first floor of Strut A. Don't forget to log in. Understood?
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay?
Understood.
There is a lot of calls in the beginning.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under...
You can't actually see it from where you're standing,
Any
Raiden.
closer?
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself
Fart.
against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
Pushing the button. Alright, that added it to our thing. Let's check the lockers. Get this will come first. Okay. It's useful.
Push the action button again to get out of the locker. You can see what's going on outside through the slit. Go into first-person view and make sure the coast is clear before you walk out. You can also knock out and drag enemy personnel over to an open locker and hide their bodies inside. Open a locker, and in an exchange of gunfire, the door can...
He's not going to comment on the...
This can be helpful when there's no other cover in sight. You can also destroy locker doors. If you absolutely need to open a locked one, just break in.
Colonel, do you think the terrorist ringleader is really Solid Snake?
Yes, I do.
But during the Shadow Moses incident, Snake was
a hero?
Yeah.
Certainly. You went through VR training, but it is not as if the simulation is faithful to every fact. It changes people.
You too, Colonel?
Raiden, focus on the task at hand. Solid Snake is the terrorist kingpin. He is an opponent you can't
I wouldn't describe anyone as a terrorist kingpin. This seems like a very weird description.
That tanker accident that happened over there 2 years ago. The tanker sank and...
I know. I went through it in VR training. The tanker didn't sink because of Snake, though.
Raiden, VR training does not exactly simulate everything with absolute fidelity.
What do you mean?
Okay, listen. Here are the facts. Known terrorist Solid Snake sank that tanker loaded with crude oil. The end result being severe environmental pollution in Manhattan Bay. Put any misperceptions of Snake as some kind of hero behind you. He is a terrorist, and that's that.
Jack, I did a search on the Big Shell. The tanker accident 2 years ago spilled a catastrophic amount of crude oil into the bay. The Big Shell is an offshore decontamination facility built to restore the Manhattan Bay environment by trapping and disposing the spilled oil. Around the perimeter of the Big Shell, oil fences were erected in order to protect against any further dispersal of the oil. You see those steeples erected here and there in the fence? Those are piles to draw up the polluted seawater. Gathered seawater is carried to the pump room in Strut A first, and all of the larger garbage is collected in sediment pool number 1 of Strut D. This is followed by a 2-step purification process in the Shell 2 core water reserve, in which oil is removed by microbes. Then it is sent to Strut L and sterilized, and finally once again carried to the surface piles and flushed back into the bay.
Does the military database include information on the marine filtration facility structure as well?
No, I didn't use the database.
Huh?
I used a brochure. Strut A is a pump facility that supplies the energy to circulate the polluted water drawn from the sea throughout each of the Big Shell sections. The south side is the actual pump facility itself, while the north side is the control room.
Trying to call the colonel, but...
You're currently using artificial blood primed with nanomachines.
What did you do with my own blood?
It's being kept in cold storage. It will be circulated back into your body when you return. If the life gauge drops to the red zone, you won't be able to stop the bleeding by yourself. Bloodstains can give your presence away to the enemy. Be careful. To stop the flow, select a bandage from among your items. You can also go into a crouch or crawl and stay completely still for a while. All you have to do is stop moving for a duration of time, and your nanomachines will arrange for platelets to be produced in large numbers. The bleeding will stop as a result.
Is no one going to comment on the blister I'm kissing?
Punch is the basis of hand-to-hand combat. Push the punch button. Hit it repeatedly to do a combo and take out the enemy. Unlike in VR training, You can fight in first-person view also. Use that to your advantage.
Also, I just remembered there was an Easter egg in the first section that I didn't get. The one with the Pentasmin.
Move in close to the enemy when you have no weapon selected. You can throw him with the weapon button. The throw inflicts greater damage than the punch. Keep that in mind. Move in behind the enemy and push the weapon button without touching the left stick. You can put him in a chokehold. If you keep applying the choke, you can take him out altogether. The level of lethality is strictly your choice.
It feels like some lines, the audio feels or sounds different.
Raiden. Push the R2 or L2 button while in first-person view to strafe right and left respectively. You can use the strafe to quickly slide out of cover and scan the area. Of course, you'll be spotted more easily when you're visible. If you spot a terrorist coming your way, let go of the button and duck back into cover. Once you see the codec screen, set the frequency by moving the left stick left and right. Push the left stick up or hit the enter button to start a call on that frequency. The codec is also capable of retaining the frequencies that you contacted in its memory. Lean the left stick down in the codec screen to activate the memory window. The memory window displays a list of frequencies used to date. Select a frequency and push the...
You use frequency to date?
Start a call on that frequency.
Maybe she will comment on the poster.
Jack, do you need to save?
No one is commenting on the poster. I'm surprised.
Rose, are you okay?
Yes, thank you. It really scared me at first, but I think I've gotten used to it. I'll be behind you all the way, so don't worry.
I guess women really are strong.
Not quite. It's not women that are strong, it's me.
Just as long as
Are you not a woman?
Actually, that's not true. It still scares me to death, but I'll be strong. I'll try. For you. Good luck.
Konami's eyes. Konami eyes, as in belonging to the eye.
Push the action button again to get out of the locker.
Okay, whatever.
Raiden, when you're flattened against a corner...
We know that. This is back upstairs. So we just need to go through the other door. One to the north. You don't hear that beeping? That's FA, we need BA. Wrong bridge.
Raiden, watch your back. That's a cipher, a type of UAV. If it spots you, it will alert enemy personnel. Exercise extreme caution. But you can use chaff to set up an interference field. That'll knock its sensors offline for a while. Try to locate some chaff. You can also destroy the engine or the camera. Some of the UAVs may be armed. Be careful.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package.
If he's safe, his package is safe.
Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
There's somebody there.
This is the fortune scene, I think. Or not.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Jack, is that you?
Who else would it be? You expecting somebody else to call you?
Jack, when you get home, let's have a homecoming party. Just the two of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll make dinner.
Whatever.
Oh, what's wrong?
Well, that sounds good, but how about we eat out at that one restaurant instead? You know, the place that we went to recently with the amazing lobster. I really like that place.
Well, yeah, I guess that's okay too.
Not a chance.
Huh?
Nothing. I just love lobster. Yeah, can't wait. Woohoo!
Well, then I'll make a reservation.
She sucks at cooking.
Safely.
Don't worry.
Easy enough. Someone had an accident. Stopped too, probably.
Alpha Zero, come in, Alpha Zero.
So flamboyant.
What's going on? Alpha, respond!
Why would I want to go in there when I'm hearing all of this going on? Doesn't seem like a smart decision. Dude, they're making out. Leave them.
What are you?
Romanian?
Five today. Or rather, 6.
So he's only ever killed 5? I don't see that many scars. Maybe turn around.
Where is he?
He's somewhere beyond the sea.
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you? It has to be.
Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait.
Did you just go, yes, Queen?
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
I think it's this game where it goes a bit to the extreme in the supernatural stuff.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
You're rotting.
Have I seen you before?
See bugs coming out of you.
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded.
Huh?
Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced...
VR, huh?
But realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations.
Yeah, it does go like... we'll see if he's an idiot who believes me.
He's the ultimate soldier.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
His lips were not moving actually just now.
Nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that. What's up?
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak? That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control.
Oh yeah, I've read those threads, Rain.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
They have 180
Former
IQ.
Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just dead cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
And here's some money. Go get some snacks.
Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Yeah, they didn't know
I'll
Jack.
Find out someday.
Okay, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to stop now. I have to go for a blood test, and they're gonna close soon.
What can I do for you, Jack?
So I'm gonna go get my blood test. I'll come back, and we'll see whether we continue this or swap over to Horizon DLC. Finish that. So yeah, I'll be gone for a bit, maybe an hour, maybe more. I don't know.
Hang in there.
But yeah, thanks to everyone who stopped by just now or lurked. Feel free to give me a follow if you want, because I am going to be continuing this game over the next few days. We might finish it by next week. Maybe. I don't know. Then move on to Metal Gear Solid 3 and the rest of the series. But for now, take care and goodbye.